Hey lovies, this is Michelle here from Life Mantra Tarot. I hope that you guys are well. Happy Monday. I hope that you guys had a great weekend, and I hope that the work week is off to a good start for those of you who do the typical 9 to 5. And yes, otherwise, I hope you guys are doing well. So if you're new to the channel and haven't done so already, as you guys start trickling in, welcome. I hope you like what you see here and decide to stick around and receive this message and see if it resonates. And if it does, hit that like button and subscribe. You can also check out other content and see if this is your vibe. And for those of you who already have been rocking with your girl for a while, thank you for the continued support and welcome back to you guys as well. So with that said, that's probably the quickest I've done the introduction ever. Yes, this is going to be a collective message. I felt guided, no pun intended, to read from this deck. The top is over there. The Guiding Light deck and some other pre-selected decks over here. It was given kind of people just needing a little bit of guidance right now, and I mean that's what tarot kind of is already anyway, right? But like maybe just some like extra guidance based on your current circumstances and what it is that you need to know at this time to kind of help keep you afloat and being steady on I heard steady on your feet. Interesting. So yeah. Hey girl, hey, what's up, sister? Bookie. um, Guys, I know you're the only one here so far, but I'll make sure I shout you out throughout. Check out my girl Intuitive Actions. That is one of the sisters, okay? The tribe right there. Super grateful for her. She's amazing at what she does, so definitely check her out. You will not regret it. So yeah. Also TMI, but my breasts are so fucking sore. They hurt so bad. And they feel so heavy. That means my friend is coming soon. No thank you. I mean, yes, thank you, but no thank you. like, like, I definitely don't want to be menopausal, but god damn, this shit's annoying. Hey, where's the... There we go. See ya. Alright, so nobody else is here yet. So we're gonna just get started. I don't want to hold you up too long. I have a feeling this reading isn't gonna get a lot of people, and that's fine. As long as it's the people who are meant to receive this message, that's all that matters to me. So for those of you who have seen me read from this deck before, one thing I always do is I talk about the little spiel that I talk about of this deck, how I feel very drawn to it during times of, maybe like confusion and things like that. Um, and I talk about a story in which my girl, Allie, the Phoenix Priestess, who I hope she pops in at some point, we shall see. I just saw a 3, 2, 1. It's kind of giving like a countdown or alignment. But yes, so I remember there was a day where I got up from the couch and then like I came back. I'm looking, I'm like, what the hell is that on the couch? And lo and behold, there was just a random, what I felt was random, a pristine white feather. And I'm like, I don't have any like for not furniture, pillows or anything, or blankets or anything like that that have feathers in it. My coats or nothing like that. Like, I'm like, where did a random feather just come from like that? And I told my girl about it. She was like, oh, I feel like somebody left it for you. Hi, Corey, how are you? And I was like, I'm thinking it would have maybe been my nana or something like that. And she was like, it's a male. I'm like, a male? Like, are they young, old? And she was like, they're older. And she started explaining what they look like. She was like, they're light skinned. They have like this really nice hair. Really attractive. Like they're older, but they're like attractive. And I was like, like could be one of my grandfathers or something, or an uncle. She was like, and then when I showed her a picture of my grandfather, she was like, that's him. I was like, oh my god, that's crazy. So that was his message to me. So I always bring that up because sometimes even our own, like in terms of our spirit guides, sometimes it can be passed on loved ones who come rolling in the readings and stuff. 444 when I said that. Like today is my cousin who passed away last year. God rest her soul. She would have been 37 today. So maybe that's where this is coming from too. So I don't know. I think somebody just needs some guidance right now. So we're gonna dive in. Hi Luna, how are you? So yeah, let's see what's going on. All right, Spirit. So only let positive energy into this reading for the collective. Show the collective what they need to see at this time for their highest good when it comes to some guidance, and yeah, just help light the way, light the path for them. Let's get started. Hi, Ren. All right. So when I split the deck, we have, how ironic is that? We have literally guiding light. When I split the deck, along with path of least resistance, so it doesn't say. In your darkest hour, you will find the light that will shine through you and lead the way. You can't make this up even if you wanted to. Is that not almost verbatim what I just said before I even pulled any cards or split the deck? And we have path of least resistance. It says, when all doors seem to be closed, it is because you have not tried to open the correct one just yet. So you might be feeling like kind of out of the loop right now and just kind of out of sorts, trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Where do I go from here? Getting a lot of confusion and just maybe even frustration. Might resonate with the reading I did on Saturday night, because this is very similar energy starting out. But yeah, we're gonna pull maybe 3 to 4 cards from this deck to start, and then we'll go from there. Hey Jet Boy, how are you? I just saw untapped potential. So maybe, this is giving like, I heard cheerleader. Maybe you guys need to be your biggest cheerleader. Your guides are cheering you on, but do you not see your own capabilities or something like that? What we got here? Vibrational matches on the bottom of the deck. It says you are sending out new signals that are bringing forward positive new experiences. I like that starting out. Reevaluation. It's time to reevaluate your present circumstances and begin to make changes where changes are needed. So it's given kind of, to be the change, you have to, to see the change, you have to be the change is kind of what I'm getting. You got to vibrate a little bit higher in order to welcome in the new things that could be coming towards you, especially the things that you're trying to attract. We have wishing on a star in the middle of the deck. It says it's time for you to dream again. Go ahead, make a wish. It just might come true. Interesting. All right, like I said, so we're going to get like 3 to 4 cards from here to start, and then we're going to pull from some other pre-selected decks that I felt drawn to for this reading and kind of go from there. As the messages are coming out, if you're resonating with the reading, let me know in the comments or with reactions. Hit that like button. If you're new and haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button as well. We'll greatly appreciate the support as we build up this channel. Look, and vibrational match came right back out. I'll read it again. You are sending out new signals that are bringing forward positive new experiences. Yeah, so the more you set your sights higher, the more positive you remain, the more that you do that energetic shift within yourself. That's when you start to see a lot of things happening. You are protected at this time. They want you to know that too. Energy protection. Your belief that you are not safe may be inviting in energy that is throwing you off balance. So mindset is a very important factor when it comes to, what we attract. If you're putting out, negative energy with your own mind, that's what you're going to attract. Your thoughts manifest. So be mindful of, no pun intended, be mindful of how your mindset is being developed and how it interferes or attracts the different energies that come towards you. And we have untapped inner power, and I saw this while I was shuffling. It says you're getting ready to experience great power from within yourself. Nice. I'm here. I got the power. And you do, but a lot of it starts with this. We have in the middle of the deck, healing cocoon of light. Your angels come to you now and surround you in a healing cocoon made of light. Again, you are protected. You are being guided at this time, even when it doesn't feel like it, right? When we're confused, I'm gonna say we because I feel like that a lot sometimes. When we're not, that's why I use this deck in particular. When I really just need that extra guidance, that's why I think I was attracted to it, or not even attracted. That's not the right word. That's why I think I was drawn to it today. Like I was like, I think I want to go live. I took a nap. Well, so exhausted today at work. Like I took a nap on my break. I ate something. Like I wolfed down some food, and I laid down on a little bean bag in the middle of the class. I was so tired. Or not the middle, in the corner of the class, and I was just like, I just need to get away from everything. I'm so tired. Took a little nap. And I took a nap when I got home, exhausted. My body's so tired. So some of you guys might be feeling like that too. I mean, we are in the retrograde, so it could have something to do with that. Um, Hi, Star Twin. How are you? This is just a collective message, my love. But you're more than welcome to stay if you'd like. No pressure. All right, what we got here? All right, we have two cards that came out together. We have hardened heart. Don't allow the situation to make you bitter, cold, and aloof. And it came out along with, it's giving me like fired up energy, especially with the synergy card here too. Blending together all of your talents helps you create an energy signature that holds within, that holds within it your authentic creative expression. Interesting. So what I am picking up with that, especially with them coming out together, one, they said don't harden your heart. I'm hearing I'm gonna harden my heart, I'm gonna swallow my tears. Good 80s song. I'm gonna turn and leave you. I know it says don't harden your heart on that card. Like, don't let your emotions get the best of you, anger, resentment. What I'm getting is it's okay to kind of, set boundaries. Hey, blessings, what's up, my love, what's up, mamas? Welcome, my love. So what I'm getting with that is it's like you can take these experiences and instead of using them in a not so great way, it's giving, transmuting, pain into something positive. I'm getting something like that, and this is going to allow you to create. So it's like I heard catalyst of change. It's kind of giving me like Ace of Wands energy. I wouldn't be shocked if that were to show up. Hey Kush, how are you? 56. Oh my god. It's funny, like you're so like bubbly and like young acting, like in a good way, not a bad way. Like you're so youthful is I guess what I'm trying to get at here. So to be able to, be reaching that beautiful age tomorrow, I love that. That is awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, you know what they say, you're only as old as you feel, right? So if you know you look good and you feel good and all of that, girl, you got it going on. And I love that. It reminds me of like my dad. Like he's got a couple of things going on. He's in his 60s now, and like he but like his face card does not decline. Okay, like people be like, that's your dad, and how old is he? And I'm like, dad's in his 60s, and he's been like pepper gray since he was in his 20s. Long hair like down his back. He cut it now, it's like right here, but like he wears it like in a little ponytail. And like, but like I remember like when he was younger, like I would braid his hair back, like either two cornrows going back or just like one braided ponytail, and people, my friends in particular, or like he would like take his braids out and they would just be wavy, and they would be like, that's your dad. And I'm like, stop looking at my dad like that. And he still looks the fucking same. So I'm like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes, our bodies be doing what they do, but we still be looking good. We still be looking young, okay, mama? So happy early birthday if I don't get to check in with you tomorrow. Tell my girl blessings. Happy birthday, guys. I love to hear it, girl. I love to hear it. And Nati's birthday was, I think, Saturday, which is awesome. Hope she pops in at some point. But yes, so we have Path of Least Resistance here again. When all doors seem to be closed, it is because you have not yet tried to open the correct one. So, yeah, it's like, you're going to possibly be able to transmute this energy into something really positive. And it's divine timing at play here. We have divine timing. What you are working on is now divinely guided. So, whatever this could have been for you, it might have just taken, a little bit of fire under your ass, let's put it that way, to kind of get the ball rolling. And, as you're working on yourself, you're vibrating higher, right? You're setting your sights higher. You're allowing for the negative experiences to actually be the thing that push and pull you in the right direction, if that makes any sense. lightheartedness. Like that kind of goes with what I was saying about my girl blessings. It's time for you to let your inner child out to play. Have fun. Be youthful. That's a beautiful thing, a beautiful energy to be in. Like when we're always all stoic and serious all the time, that shit ain't fun, man. Like, we gotta, lighten up a little bit. Lighten up, have fun. When you take things, even when life lessons come in, life is life, and take things with a grain of salt and be like, you know what? We're gonna rock with it. We're gonna lean with it, rock with it, lean with it, rock with it. Like we're just gonna roll with the punches. You know what I mean? And let the Most High take the wheel, whatever you believe in. I heard Jesus take the wheel, for some of you guys. But whatever you believe in, right? Okay, let's get one or two more from your spirit. And we're gonna keep on pulling cards from other decks as well. I like this energy, so yeah, it's out here officially again. Yeah, I just heard forever young, forever young, forever young. Rod Stewart. Some of you guys might be a Rod Stewart fan, or just really like 80s music, because I also channeled I'm gonna harden my heart, I'm gonna swallow my tears. I love that song. Hey Care Bear, what's up my love? How you doing? Great to see you popping in. And Kush, my love, this is just a collective message right now. If you'd like to stick around to see if any messages come out that resonate with you, that's awesome. But right now, this is just a collective message. Okay, no personal questions today. Here on the bottom of the deck, we have Shining Star. You're a shining star. No matter who, now that's 70s there. No matter who you are, shining bright to see what you could truly be, what you could truly be. So somebody really likes music, and when I say music, I mean like old school. Like I'm getting like 70s, 80s, all the ballads and stuff and classics. Love that. I myself resonate with that. I don't really even know any of the modern stuff, like at all. But yes, it's time for you to take front and center stage. This is something that will allow for you to possibly really have, the attention that you, and again, I heard the word attention, but I also heard the word credit, the credit that you deserve. It could be in the workplace or something like that, or just when it comes to like your talents and your gifts that you're meant to put out there a little bit more. Some of you guys might actually be musicians. Maybe that's why I'm picking up on that too. So, maybe some of you guys are like, into the arts or something, and you're trying to put yourself out there, and maybe you've been afraid to do so you've kind of been resisting, or just haven't had the right opportunities presenting themselves or something along those lines. We have a starry night here on the top of the deck. The beaming and glistening light from the stars reminds you that there is hope for your future here at the top. Nice. Yes, blessings. Yes. And we have reevaluation here in the middle of the deck. We saw that earlier. It's time to reevaluate your present circumstances and begin to make changes where changes are needed. It's here. All right, we're gonna get one more from this deck, and then we're gonna keep going, keep the ball rolling for y'all. Again, if you're still here and you've been resonating with the message so far, let me know in the comments if you feel comfortable. You can also hit some reactions, and you can hit that like button. You can subscribe if you haven't done so already. It would be nice to hit 700 subscribers for the end of the evening. That would be pretty cool. I'm trying to slowly get up to 1,000. Creeping, but getting there, slowly but surely. So, if you want to be a part of that, that would be awesome. Heart of I know what the card says, but I almost heard heart of compass as opposed to compassion. It says heart of compassion. There are many people around you now who benefit from your loving, compassionate heart, but I keep on hearing compass. It's like your heart is your compass, guiding where you're being led, right? On a very deep felt emotional level is what I'm picking up on. Sometimes I would say make head over heart decisions, right? But this is a time where they're almost giving like, now, here we go in another 80s classic. Listen to your heart when it's calling for you. Yeah, there's definitely some music lovers, especially 80s. I'm picking up on. I'm all for it. Love it. You guys are my people. But yeah, and it's like these talents and these gifts. They're meant to be shared with people. They're meant to help other people in some kind of way. Especially if it's like music or something like that. Like there's something that you guys are capable of doing that will actually be really beneficial for not just yourself but other people too. And you're being guided to do it for a reason. Opening heart, as I say, listen to your heart. Someone you know, it may even be you, is withholding love and creating a very emotionally painful experience for everyone involved. Um, yeah, your heart. I'm getting heart chakra vibes. Your heart might. Now I'm looking at these damn cards. Shit, we got 3 cards talking about the heart. Your heart chakra might be a little bit blocked, my loves. I'm also getting a lot of energy at 5. I saw 5 a few times. Um, so, there could be an imbalance. 21, 12 when I looked up, when it comes to the heart chakra right now. So some changes might need to be made there. Again, taking, the painful experiences that you've been through, whatever they may encompass, since everybody's going through different things, right? And being able to transmute that energy into something, positive. Creation. Yeah. Divine channel is here. You are a divine channel. That's why they're saying that your work is important. Whatever it is that you do, everybody does different things. I just heard nursing. Somebody might be a nurse, or they could be thinking about being a nurse. Don't mind the. Surprised why I said it yet. Don't mind the smoke detector. We have functioning ones in the apartment, but what happens is, because of what I do here, electronics act wonky all the time. Batteries drain and stuff like that. So I end up having to always change all the batteries, like one at a time. Like, whoop, I changed that one out again. I changed that one out again. And like they just like all kind of go down like like in a circle. So they show us like the black joke that all black people always got the smoke detectors that go off. It's so fucking funny. The dying smoke detectors. I think that's hilarious. As long as you have functioning ones in your house, it's funny. If you don't, then you might want to make sure that you put some functioning ones in there. Like I said, my house has some. It's just they go down for the count. It's the batteries that get drained. Light bulbs too. I'll change a light bulb dead within a few weeks. Light bulbs are supposed to last sometimes years. I have to change them often. But it is what it is. This is what happens when you're a channeled messenger. So back to the card. It says divine channel. You are a divine channel. You work with angels and guides. Sorry, you work with angels and guides to deliver messages that assist others on their spiritual path. Hey Kai, what's up? Welcome, 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 my love. Yeah, see, there's something about whatever it is that you're meant to do. I heard your line of work. Like this card wanted to flip off of my hand. What is under here? Ooh, collective consciousness is underneath the opening heart card. You may feel overwhelmed by all of the energetic shifts. It is time to focus on peace and love for all. Interesting. I'm pretty good, thank you. I'm tired, but good. You're gonna hear me say that pretty much all the time. I'm always tired, but like today, I was exhausted. I was telling at the collective, I was like, I took a nap at work. I don't typically do that, but on my break, I went on the little beanbag in the back corner of the classroom, and I took a nap. I was so exhausted, and like everybody's like, my coworkers, they were all like, "You good? You okay?" I had a headache. The headache actually subsided, which is good. But like earlier, I was like, "Oh, please don't be a migraine. Please don't be a migraine." Thankfully, it subsided. But yeah, like I had a headache, and I just felt off all day. I was like, "No, thank you." Came home, took another nap, and now I'm here. But I'm okay. So I love when you guys ask, because I ask about y'all too. I'll be like, how my people's doing? I hope y'all doing good. Love y'all. We have visualization here in the middle of the deck. By practicing visualization every day, you are calling for your desire, and it will soon be a tangible experience in your current reality. Visualize what it is that you want at this time. Visualize what it is that you want at this time. Yes, and that heart chakra space, I'm getting drawn for one more card for here. One more card, Spirit, please. Just one more. Yeah, the humidity. Ugh. No, thank you on that humidity, man. And tomorrow is going to be a heat wave here in Connecticut. Any of you other folks up north? Yeah, Connecticut's going to be in the 90s tomorrow. Heat wave and high humidity. I don't even know if they're going to let us take the kids outside. We just got a sprinkler system, and we're like, well, if they could get wet, like, who cares? But so they're, they're staying cool. But yeah, we'll see if we can take them out tomorrow. Balancing act is here. A lot of about 11s. I wish I was pointing that out before. Of course, oh nope, there's another one here. Uninadvertently, or inadvertently. All right, let me just read this one. The number 11 might be important too. We have balancing acts here. It says you may be putting all of your time and energy into one area and neglecting other areas that need your immediate attention. So you're doing too much. Hi, Star Angel. How are you, honey? I am not doing questions at this time. This is just a collective, but if you would love, not love, if you would like to stay, I would love that. I would appreciate it. But you don't have to, no pressure. But if you'd like, that would be awesome. There could be a message here for you throughout the reading. But again, no pressure, only stay if your soul, makes you resonate with this message. A reevaluation is here again on the bottom. It is time to reevaluate your present circumstances and begin to make changes where changes are needed. We saw that more than once. Actually, I think that's the third time that card came up. As I say, third, 21 on this card. 3, power of 3. Manifesting magic. You are creating a life based on intentions you send into the universe. Nice. I like this reading so far. Wow, look at that. The power of 3 all of a sudden. What? I like this. The stars are lining up for the perfect opportunity now. I just heard, look at the stars. Look how they shine for you. There's a Coldplay fan here. And everything that you do. I love that song. And I saw them in concert when Viva La Vida came out. Oh my God, chef's fucking kiss. That was one of the best concert experiences I ever had in my life. And I've been to a lot of concerts. That was one of the best ones. Hey, Concrete Rose, how are you? Right, let's see. So I know, like, we're already almost a half hour in, but and I know we haven't pulled that many cards yet, but the energy is like, it's there, man. And I feel like a little hippie. The energy's there, man. I don't know. I just picked up on this. There might be some Beatles fans. I'm not hearing Beatles music or anything like that, but music seems to be really resonant in this reading tonight, just in general. I'm also getting like Jimi Hendrix fans. The Doors. Yeah, let me know in the comments. I love Chris Martin. I love Chris Martin. All right, so what we have, ooh, I like this energy starting out. So we're gonna pull from the African goddess deck. Haven't pulled from here in a while. So we have Harvest here, which I like, and we also have Good Juju with Marie Laveau here. Nice, I like it. So there's some good shit coming in. I love that for you guys. And that number 7, my girl just put it into the comments. The number 7 was resonant, and we got that energy here. We have 7 on here. We have 43 in here. Adds up to 7. So there could be something about the number 7 as well. So we've been picking up on a few different numbers. I picked up on 5 at one point. 11 was another, 3, and now it's looking like some 7 energy. I like it. All right, so let's do some shuffles with this one. Let's do some shuffles. But yes, I love Coldplay. Oh, I love them so much. I don't know which one is my favorite album though. Like their first album, Parachutes, was really, really, really good. I will say that. One of my favorites. And then I really love X and Y. I think X and Y is my favorite album from them. I kind of go back and forth between that and Parachutes, but like they just do great music in general. You know, they started getting like really commercial over time, but I still love their music regardless. Um, ooh, Live Out Loud, yes. Live Out Loud. Be you. There's definitely something about expression. Like all of a sudden, I'm getting more expressive, right? I kind of started off kind of like, and now like I feel fired up. I think that you guys just needed a little bit of fire under your ass, and I'm hoping that this reading will help you with that. Like help guide you a little bit. There's something that you've been really wanting to do, and you're just like, damn, I don't know if I can do it. Get grounded, baby. Get grounded and rooted so that you can feel that energy. You know, like your your guides, they want you to be, you know, on that path. They want you on that path. Heart chakra energy is important too. I picked up on that earlier, as I mentioned. But you guys are trying to learn how to vibrate higher. You're trying to just, you know, figure it all out, right? And grounding exercises are very helpful. You could just look it up online. There's all kind of things you could do. Meditation, and all kind of stuff. You spend time outdoors with no shoes on, hug a tree, like literally. Um, you know, anything that kind of just gets you feeling secure, right? All of those things are helpful. This could come after a point, or a period rather, of betrayal. So let me know if that resonates at all. But like some of you guys might be healing after a betrayal, and that's going to be the thing that's going to kind of, you know, be that that driving force to kind of get you there, right? Remember we were talking about like that heart energy being kind of fucked up. Get don't stay stuck there. Don't stay stuck in that energy, you know, because this is a time where you could create. Is what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting so far. All right, so let's pull like 3 to 4 cards from here. Let's do 3 because I have other decks here that I want to make sure I pull from as well. And again, if you guys are resonating with this message, let me know in the comments. Let me know with your reactions. All that stuff is super helpful. And if you're new to the channel and haven't done so already, subscribe. It's free, right? And you never know, you might, you know, especially if you hit the notification bell, there could be that day where you get a notification. Oh, Michelle's doing free readings. Let me go check those out. Let me see what that be hitting for. The people who've gotten one, you guys can vouch for me in the comments. Y'all could be like, you know, her little personals that she does on here, just saying, for free, are, you know, 10 minutes long easily, maybe 15 sometimes. So my list is kind of short, but when I do it, I go full blown with it. I take this very seriously because this is what I'm here for. If I'm here to help guide other people. Other people have helped me on my path, and I want to be able to share that knowledge and that wealth in that way, you know. And knowledge is wealth, right? The things that we experience, and we're able to, you know, take what we've learned and apply it, right? That's the goal. Hi, Black and Eyes. How are you? This is just a collective message right now, my love, but welcome. Yeah, we have Live Out Loud here again. Out here again. Officially on the spread. Yeah. My patients today with my students, I'm not gonna lie, they were driving me fucking crazy because I had a headache and I wasn't feeling good. And I'm like, yo, I swear to God. I kept looking at my coworkers. I'm going like this. I swear to God. Like, about to crash out on these kids. No, I'm just joking. I love my students, but oh my God, they drive me crazy. And I think okay, my students right now, I work with kids with special needs. And I think because they know that like after summer, they're going to a new classroom because we've had them for 2 years now. I think they're just like really, really testing shit now. They're just like, oh, we're just gonna, you know, do all the annoying things now just to piss everybody off. I'm gonna piss you off, you off, you off, and you off. All the staff. And it's like, you know what? I be hearing the hallways, we sound crazy, yo. There be fights out there. Not actual fights, but like staff getting beat up. It's like, you know, I'm hoping they don't call on the walkie for help because I'm not going out there. But anyway, that's fucked up. That was jacked up. Nah, I'll help if I can, if I'm not leading an activity or something, but Sounds like your problem, because when I've called for help in the walkie, nobody showed up to my goddamn classroom. So that sounds like a personal problem to me. You know what I mean? You have intuition on the bottom of the deck. Yes, you guys are very intuitive, and just I heard the word expressive. You're expressive, and it's time to be able to take these expressions and do something with them. You know, that's what I'm getting. Yes, but see, the thing is, first you have to cut some cords. And you know what's funny? As soon as I said that, all of a sudden my head leaned this way, and I felt like I was gonna go like this. I was fine just a second. Something about that card that got me. Um, mm, there's something that you have to sever ties to, or from, I should say. Hmm. It might come up throughout the reading. Yeah, look, surrender in the middle of the deck. There's something that you haven't fully let go of yet. It could be, I feel like it could be somebody siphoning off of you. Let's see if I, and that's the truth, because, yeah. Of course, when I split the deck, the truth, ooh, secrets revealed. When I split the deck again, after I put them together, because we have surrender. And then when I split the deck after that, we had, I saw truth be told, or truth rather. But, throat chakra. There must have been some type of truth or something revealed for some of you, that got you to this point. And that could be the thing that's like, you know, really driving you, like, pissed, like you're angry, like, just like, fuck everything, like, fuck all this shit, everything that I thought I knew is a lie, like, I'm gonna do things my fucking way. Like, it's giving me that. Somebody might like Frank Sinatra, in the Rat Pack. Let me know in the comments. Like I said, music is going to show up a lot in this reading. There's definitely somebody who's a musician or something, and they want to really put themselves out there with that, and they just are afraid, or something with the arts in general. That's been showing up a lot lately, actually. Is my son watching or something? We have good juju here again, officially on the spread now. Love that. Pleasure. In this case, I do feel like it's more about, because sometimes that card could represent like sensuality, you know, getting some, or getting yourself off, whatever you gotta do. Happens to the best of us. But anywho's, let's see. So in this case, I think there's something that, you know, you seek pleasure in, that you really enjoy, right? And you can maybe really, you know, if you really immerse yourself in it, you can, you know, get something from it that will be um, equally beneficial. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Like, you know, putting is getting as a deck that was like just chilling right there on the other couch was there, and it slid off by itself. My cat's not even over there. Like, what the hell? That was creepy. They're like, yep, confirmation. I don't know if you were able to hear that in the background, but yeah, it's giving like this energy of like the risk will be worth the reward kind of thing, right? You want to do whatever it is like, you want to make sure that the energy that you're putting towards it is beneficial. Like, you don't want to go putting all this effort into something to get nothing back, wasting your time, right? That's no fun. Been there, done that. Whether it's a relationship, a job, right? Definitely picking up on job really heavy on that. Different things, right? We've all been there. You know, we've all put ourselves into different, you know, circumstances and scenarios in which we are like, why did I stay there that long? Years later, you're like, why did I do that dumb shit? Creativity, I'm telling you, something about the creatives. Oh my goodness. And even if it's not like the arts, right? I'm picking up a lot in the energy of being here again. And the energy of 11 as well. Even if you're not necessarily like what we would traditionally say a creative, right? Like, you know, you're not like a painter or musician or any of that, right? It's still something that you have when it comes to a talent, a gift. You're good at her gift of gab. You might really be good at like marketing and networking and stuff like that. And they're like, look, you can take that and you can skyrocket. You can probably start a business if you really wanted to and put that effort into that. all those disappointments that you've had, maybe in the workplace, and be able to say, you know what, I'm going to do it on my own. I'm going to do things, again, my way. I keep hearing Frank Sinatra. Yeah, it's your time to shine. And we saw, Shining Star when I channeled, Earth, Wind, and Fire, Shining Star too, right? So yeah, you're meant to shine, and it's your time to shine. Like whatever your gift or talent is, you're meant to be seen. You're meant to be seen. So, don't sell your don't sell yourself short. Is what I'm getting. Like this is full of some of this. Too many. There's three. I could work with three. Like if it was more than that, I would have been like, nah, they're going back. All right. So, and all these cards we actually already saw at some point or another. So we have grounding here again. Time to get grounded. That number 3 on there. Pleasure. Things that you enjoy, right? Things you love to do. Maybe things that you love to do are what helps keep you grounded. Let me know if that makes sense or resonates. And secrets revealed. So there's something that you either learned already or you're going to learn. I'm getting that you've already learned it because we got all that like aggression, right, earlier, where we were feeling like that energy of like, you know, fired up, fire under your ass, you know what I mean? And now you're becoming more aligned. Number 5 energy again with this 41 on here. And that's representing change, you know, changing course is what I just heard. And the right side of my nose was started itching when I said that. There are changes coming in. Celestial alignment is here on the bottom. This experience, whatever this is, or it could even be a cluster of experiences, right? Let's say, you've repeated the same pattern a few times now. Been there, trust me. And you're just like, what the fuck? And you finally get it. The karmic, maybe that's why like 11 kind of showed up a few times throughout the reading too. It's like, you finally get the fucking point. You're finally learning. And it's like, now it's like, oh, I have to find an outlet now of how to, put my energy out there in a positive way. Yeah, you feel a lot more aligned. Yeah, and it comes after, possibly for some, after a period of betrayal. Yeah, cosmic power, stepping into your higher self. Stepping into your highest self, your power. Sorry, friends. But yeah. Alright. I feel drawn to pulling one more card from this deck. One thing I will say, I don't pull from this deck often, but it is one of my favorites. It's one of those things, it's like almost like my guiding light deck. I don't use them often, but when I do, oh man, I get really good messages from there. And it's definitely lining up with the stuff that we've seen so far throughout the reading. Storms, yes. Well, yeah, energy. Like, yeah, you're like number 13 on there, death and rebirth vibes too. Like, where's that card? So we have that hardened heart card that came out along with synergy. It's giving me that. It's like, oh, after those, storms that came in, yeah, there's the rage, there's the anger, there's a lot of pent up, emotions and stuff like that you might not really like necessarily. But those things are, those emotions, those feelings, when channeled properly, are the things that can be the catalyst for what's to come. Some really positive things, an outlet for your creativity, right? To transmute that pain into, something pleasurable, right? Something you enjoy doing, whether it's artistic, venture or whatever. Create anything that has to do with you being able to create something new. All right, so we have soul forgiveness here on the bottom. So, being able to, look at the experiences and look back and be able to say, okay, Everything had its time, its course. It ran its course. It had its particular meaning. It served whatever it needed to serve, and now it's my turn to kind of do what I need to do for me. Is what I'm getting. So being able to this has been coming up a lot, and I know it's so cliche, forgive those who have trespassed against you. But I do feel like there's truth in that. I really do, wholeheartedly. It's not for them; it's for you. You know what I mean? Because harboring, resentment and stuff, what is that really going to serve? It doesn't serve any positive purpose unless you transmute the energy. And one way you can work on that process is through, in my opinion, is through forgiveness, forgiving yourself. We tend to beat ourselves up and say things like, "Oh, I should have not done this, and I shouldn't have done that." Blah blah blah. And it's like, okay, well, beating yourself up, what is that getting you? Where does it get you? Nowhere, right? It's like, do something with that bad energy that you're expending after a betrayal. Yeah. Divine lineages here, what I'm picking up with that, I'm kind of getting this energy of being able to just kind of recognize the beauty of not just like what you've been through, but also how your past, I mentioned past loved ones earlier, they could be a part of your soul tribe, the benevolent ones anyway. And they could be the ones who are kind of helping carry you along, especially with all this water energy in this card. Like, it's giving, guidance, it's giving protection. Your past on loved ones protecting you. Like, you don't have to worry. You'll be fine. They're there for you, right? I'll be there for you. Hey, Alicia, how are you? All right, I'm gonna pull from the Lenormand um, deck, which I really like. Okay, we have the Rider and House. I just heard, she's a brick. House. She's mighty, mighty, just letting it all hang out. Oh, she's a brick. I feel like I need a dance party, guys. House. Like my lady stacked, that's a fact. Ain't going nothing back. Ow, she's a brick. Alright, so with the Rider card, it's given like, onward, upward, quick speed, doing the damn thing, right? House, that represents like a lot of stability. I'm getting like family and home life is really important for some as well. Nice. Well, thank you, Alicia, for even more so, and thank you, Blessings, right, for bringing along people of your tribe over here. Love it and appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we have cross. I heard it's not your cross to bear anymore. Gotta let it go. Yeah. I'm also getting for some, with this cross card, I'm getting more than one energy. One thing I'm getting is kind of like, actually 3 different messages, so bear with me. One thing I'm getting is, like I said, this is not your cross to bear. So this is time to let down those burdens. Let the Most High kind of guide you. And I guess that kind of segues into what I was about to say, which is the cross energy to me representing kind of like this energy of relying on, like for those of you, if you are religious, let's say if you're Christian or Catholic or anything, being able to rely on, religion as a place where you find solace, whatever works for you, right? Me personally, I'm more on the spiritual path, but I do definitely have a relationship with God, and I believe in God. And I think, like, for me, when I see that, I'm thinking just relying more on source. So some of you guys might resonate with that idea. One thing that I will never do is say, that different doctrines are not welcome on my channel to watch, because one thing with me, I welcome everyone, as long as you're not trying to make me feel bad for what I do here. You know what I mean? Like, you could go be where you want to be. You don't have to be here if this is not your thing, right? So that's all I'd say about that. But I welcome everyone here, and so whatever your belief system is, it's welcome, and as long as you're respectful on the channel. And I am getting this energy of whatever it is that you happen to kind of lean upon during those tough times, right? Um, God, the universe, ancestors, spirit guides, nature, whatever the case, right? Um, this is a time I think to, leave it up to that, whatever that is, for you, to help you along the way so that you can't do it all by yourself because you're not meant to, and that's the whole purpose of this reading. You're not alone. Like, there is always, you know, source or whatever helping you along the way, right? So, and the other thing I'm getting is endings, right? Thanks, Alicia, for subscribing. I appreciate it. Thank you, blessings. Like I said, for bringing what seems like a beautiful soul here. I appreciate that so much. And I'm not just saying that just to say it. So grateful for you guys. Anytime you guys come from like other channels and stuff, like where y'all might see me and like, shout out to my girl Michelle. And y'all come here and y'all actually like, pop in. I'm like, my heart, my heart. I'm so grateful for y'all, and you're so welcome to be here and stick around. And I just hope that these messages resonate. That's the biggest thing for me. Okay, you can't make it up. Now y'all saw I was looking at this card. I never turned the deck. I never split the deck. Nothing. What's on the top of the deck? Coffin, which is definitely talking about endings. You can't make it up. I'm getting endings too. And what's on the top of the deck? Fucking coffin. I did not see this card. I did not split the deck like on the low. I was looking at this. I had the cards like this the whole time, I think. It's like, you know what I mean? What's in the middle? Birds. I just heard, there's only two on here, but I just heard three little birds sat on my window and they told me I don't need to worry. Corinne Bailey Ray, I love her. Summer came like cinnamon, so sweet. Little girls double dutch on the concrete. Girl, put your records on. That's why I keep channeling music throughout this whole reading. You go ahead, let your head down. There's that lighthearted card. Sapphire and faded jeans. I hope you get your dreams. Just go ahead, let your head down. You're gonna find yourself somewhere, somehow. But yes, birds usually represents partnerships in this deck, but I've channeled it differently, apparently. So like Corinne Bailey Ray. One thing I know, I love her. Her first album, Chef's Kiss. My favorite one actually, but she has a few good albums. Her second album is really good too, and she had like an EP of like not samples of remakes that she did. She did like a Bob Marley song. She did Paul McCartney, no, Wings, Paul McCartney and Wings song on that LP. Yeah, and a few others. It's pretty good. So some of you guys might like her or resonate with that type of music, like neo soul kind of stuff like that, jazz. All the cool cats and kittens, as I got this jazz little thing going on in the background today. Care very funny. You're good though? Okay. I'm happy you're good. Alicia says she likes singing. I love that. One of these days I want to do like a Zoom with just certain people and just like we all do like a karaoke session or something or a dance party. That would be so fun. All right, so we have two cards that came out. We have Bear, which is about protection, and we talked about being divinely protected and stuff before, right? These are the first cards coming out, by the way. The other ones were just like when I split the deck and everything. And we have Whip. Whip your ass into shape. It's kind of giving like okay, I got a couple of messages with that. Like it's kind of giving like your guides are whipping your ass into shape. Like you're protected, but they're like, yo, you haven't been listening and we're gonna pop that ass. Put your hands out, pop. You know what I mean? You know, when a little kid like touches something that's hot or something like that, you have to take their hand and you go, we don't touch that, we don't do that, you know? Especially like in the heat of the moment, no pun intended, in the heat of the moment, like they touch something hot, you catch them. We don't touch fire. We don't touch hot things. We don't put metal in the fucking the plug socket. Raised his hand. I did that when I was a kid. Terrible idea. My dad beat my, well, he didn't beat my ass. He popped me on the butt like twice. He didn't beat my ass. But like he was like, Michelle, pow pow pow, you could have died. I'm like, I don't even know what death means. I'm 3. What that means? But guess what? But my black ass never put no damn piece of metal in the fucking socket again. What I'm getting is like they're whipping you into shape. They're trying to protect you, right? They're like, y'all just need to listen, right? I'm gonna say we need to fucking listen, right? That's one thing I got from that. And I'm also getting like protection through the pain, right? Ooh, look, through the pain, and like just happen to look, the towers on the bottom, right? So there's this tower moment that took place in your life. All like a whole bunch of shit just felt like it crumbled, especially with that Oya card that came out. It was the last card that we pulled from the other deck. You know, it took all these experiences that were painful, hard experiences, right? But they're like, we have been protecting you along the way. You're not alone. You know, we got you. um, yeah, we love you. You're protected. Bouquet is here. Um, you're going to be fine. For somebody, you might even be getting ready to welcome in new love, but that seems very specific. That's not gonna be for everybody. I'm more so getting like they're letting you know we love you and we're protecting you. You are supported, right? We are gonna help you. We're gonna hold you down. Is what I'm getting. We're gonna hold you down, and we're gonna keep you solid. We're gonna keep you feeling secure, right? This anchor card represents security. Um, that's a beautiful energy. What did my girl Blessing say? Oh, holy crap. Well, fun fact, not really fun, but kind of fun. Like I had put my grandmother, technically my great aunt, when I was younger, I was very young. I was probably like 8 years old. She was like, "Hey, Chef, can you warm up? There's a tin in the fridge with some pie in it. It's just a little bit left. Can you go warm it up for me?" And I'm like, "Okay." She's like, "Put it in for like a minute." So put it in the microwave. Like I said, it's an actual pie tin, like aluminum, right? My dumb ass didn't know any better at the time. And my stupid ass, I put it in the fucking microwave. And it went sparking all crazy. I was like, "What the fuck?" And I turned it off. And she was like, "What's going on in there?" And then I'm like, "Nothing." She's like, and then she thought about it. She's like, "Oh shit, I sent an 8-year-old to go goddamn warm up goddamn thing in the fucking thing, and I didn't tell her not to take it out of there or nothing. I didn't say put it on a plate, nothing." So she's like, "Did you put the aluminum foil in the fridge? I mean, in the microwave?" I was like, "Yes." She's like, "Don't put aluminum or metal in the microwave." So I learned, you know, a hard lesson that day. And I got my girl, the Phoenix Priestess, in the building. What's up, my love? Welcome. Guys, check out my soully right there. The Phoenix Priestess. She's a part of the Soul Tribe. Amazing person, amazing reader. Definitely check her out. Love that girl. So blessed to have her in my life. And yeah, and all you guys, I'm blessed to have y'all too, being here and, you know, slowly building up our soul family, right? So I'm thankful for y'all for being here. But she was like, "I should have told you, but yes, no, you don't fucking put metal in the damn microwave." And I was like, "I didn't know. I'm sorry." She's like, "I'm not mad at you, but you could have fucking burnt down the whole building." We lived in the projects at the time, eight fucking floors. Could have fucking blew up the whole goddamn or burnt down the whole building. More so, probably just been the 8th floor, but still, like, goddamn. Oh man, and there were no fire escapes either. We have fish here. This is about communication. So you are getting some communication. It's also kind of giving, aside from communication, it's giving like a sense of camaraderie too. There's this energy of talking to the right people. I'm getting like networking and stuff like that. We have house here, again, representing that sense of stability. Book. Maybe you guys are researching something. I have a book here. Hey, Soul of a Man, aka Demond. What's up, bro? Guys, check out Soul of a Man too. I love when my people come in, man. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for popping in, guys. Even if you guys only can pop in for a moment, I'm just so happy when I see y'all. Y'all beautiful. I can't say faces per se because my blind black ass can't see any of that. All I can see is a little bit of the letters. I have to squint to see that. But the point is, when I see names that I recognize and I know they're my folks, I'm like, oh, my people, my home slices, my home skillets. But yes, so you might be researching something. Maybe you're trying to like talk to the right people, anchor. So maybe something about stability. This seems very, very this seems very particular, or not particular, specific for somebody. Somebody might be researching things about a home. So I'm not sure if you're doing home improvement. Somebody might be doing home improvements. Let me know in the comments if that resonates. And they're just letting you know, hey, make sure that you're doing your research, talk to the right people, network around, that kind of thing. Um, yeah, that seems important, and that's not gonna be for everybody. But I am getting something about that. Yeah, communication. Yes, that's exactly. Okay, see, I'm happy I looked underneath. That's exactly what it is. So make sure you talk to the right people, because there could be like, people who try to like sell you a hope and a dream when it comes to pricing and stuff like that. Like, oh, we could do all this for this price, and then they end up doing a shitty ass job, and then you're stuck with it. Yeah. So just make sure. Yeah, with the Fox card. Yeah, they're definitely just saying make sure that if you're doing like home improvement type stuff, just be mindful of people and what their intentions are and stuff. Getting something like that. Yeah. If they give you a really low price, like too good to be true type thing, use your intuition. They're letting you know, like I said, that's very specific for somebody, but they wanted me to get that out there. Like, yeah. All right, let's get like two more maybe. So I'm seeing some of you guys say that you can sing and dance and stuff. That's so cool. Love that. Anchor is here again, officially on the spread. Yes, stability. Stability. Yeah, we have snake here on the bottom. Moon. They're definitely trying to give you some warnings. People might try to come in and mess with your stability. The moon is like that secretive energy. They want you to use your intuition, right? And again, snake in the grass kind of energy. The fox also had showed up. Yeah, definitely something around having to do with home. Yeah, yeah. Just be mindful. People move in really, really, really weird ways. Yeah, just be really mindful on the road that you're on when it comes to your choices. Oh, thanks, Alicia. I'm so happy you were able to pop by. Hope to see you again soon. Thank you so much. Hey, Goddess, how are you? All right, let's get one more from here, Spirit. Thank you. Yeah, see, the moon. Hey, Namo, how are you? Yeah, you're going to have to really use your intuition about something. Cross is here again. Ring, commitments. Like there could be something that they're just making sure that you don't commit to something that is not good for you is what I'm kind of getting right now. That's what I'm picking up on. Because yeah, there are people who don't have the best of intentions. We have Skype here. Like that card looks scary, don't it? Like, and then Cross is here. They're like, we are guiding you. You're the divine is helping you along the way. They're like, there are things happening behind the scenes that you might not see, and you're like, I think I trust these people, or I think everything's gonna be fucking fine. Yeah, no, thank you. They're like, yeah, we got something for that ass. We gon' and trust me. If that's their intentions, they're not gonna get too far with that because your spirit team ain't playing that. That's why they're giving you this warning and stuff right now. They're like, yep, absolutely not. You ain't gonna mess with my collective. Hell no. You are protected. Alright, what we got before I even split the deck? On the bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. We're going to start tapping into the tarot. Yeah, you are protected. Nine of wands here in the middle. It's her stuck in the middle with you. Yep, they ain't playing with y'all. Queen of Swords, they like absolutely not. Nobody gonna come in at my collective. Hail to the no no no. They love you. They like you they baby. That's what they said. You my baby. They ain't messing around. I think when is the new moon? I'm not sure. I'm not really good with moon cycles and all of that, to be honest. Um, but rewind. I know that our girl Buki, she was saying that there's a new moon cycle coming up. I don't know if we're in it now or if it's coming up. I'm not sure, but yeah. And then we're in like Cancer, right? Which could represent like that secretive kind of energy and stuff too. Let's get a few cards from here. And then I have, I think, what, 2 more decks to pull from after that? Yeah. Alright, thanks. The Tower. So you saw the Tower card in the other deck just a second ago. And this, to me, represents the Tower kind of energy, too. The Oya energy. Storms, right? Top of the deck, we have Judgment. Wow, realize Major Arcana. They're like, we want you guys to get to this 9 of Pentacles, and that's where you're headed with the stuff we saw, right? Especially if you have like some creative ideas and stuff. Like they really want you guys to just be really, independent and really focusing on yourselves right now. What's underneath the Tower? Let's see. Page of Cups. Maybe some apologies or something. Yeah, there could be an apology coming in. They're like, yeah, no, thank you. All right, so let's see. What should we do here? Let's do a 5 card spread. Why not? What time is it? Not what time, but how far along am I into this reading? A little more than an hour. If you guys are enjoying this, then let's keep it rolling. All right, so let's get the overall energy. We're gonna do a 5 card spread. What's the overall energy? Strength. Some of you guys might have Leo in your chart. Most of the cards that have presented themselves so far, even though we haven't pulled any cards yet, almost all the cards that did show up were Major Arcana for the most part. But yes, Knight of Pentacles on the bottom. And oh, you live in Sweden. That's so cool. That's so cool. King of Wands here on the top. And I say Knight. 8 of Wands. I don't know why I said Knight. But that's interesting. It's kind of giving like this energy of finding that sense of courage to go towards something that you've been kind of holding back on when it comes to actually doing it and putting in that effort. Like you kind of, you might have got your toes wet a little bit when it comes to it, but haven't actually gone for it. Especially with that Knight of Knight of Pentacles energy. They want you to be more confident within yourself. And we picked up on some Leo energy already, and the King of Wands is a fire sign. So, that makes a lot of sense. And then we have that more like Wands energy, more fire energy. So, again, we were getting that fired up energy. It might be time for me to turn on this light. It's getting dark. And I'm already dark as it is. So y'all ain't gonna be able to see me after a while. Y'all only gonna see my teeth. Alright. So let's keep going. Alright. Let me know if that resonates though, right? Just finding that courage within yourself. The King of Wands, that's somebody who's very confident in themselves. And they know they're like shit. You need to see it in yourself too, so you can move forward and be like, okay, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do the damn thing. Why am I holding myself back so much? The thing is, it's like your spirit guides are trying to kind of nudge you guys to do these things, but you don't feel the confidence within yourself enough yet. So They want you to see it. They want you to pick up on it. And we're hoping that, as we're talking about this and, seeing these messages throughout this reading, that you'll recognize it within yourself. All right. What is the incoming energy for the collective? Again, if you're new to the channel and haven't done so already and you're resonating, let me know in the comments or with your reactions. Hit that like button, subscribe, all those things will be super helpful, and they're all free. It'd be super cool. What we got? Ugh. Boobs got in the way, sorry. Alright, we got Page of Cups here again, showing up officially in the spread because we did see it a little while ago under the Tower card. So I am getting this energy of possible. Okay, let's see what the other cards surrounding the energy are. First. Got it. Yep. So I'm getting two messages. One of the things I'm getting is someone's going to be coming in with an apology, but they have ulterior motives, unfortunately. And the reason why I say this is because we have the Three of Wands here on the bottom. This is somebody you've already distanced yourself from. You don't really fuck with this person anymore. You're in the process of not fucking with them anymore. In the middle of the deck we have, and this is like that really hidden energy, we have the Seven of Swords, which is all about deception. So they have ulterior motives. Whatever their reasoning for trying to come back around, I heard the word nefarious, they don't have the best intentions. So be mindful of why they're coming back, right? What do you want? What do you need? What do you want from my life? We have the World here. Closure, right? That cycle is closed already. And they're going to try to come back around with their bullshit. And it's going to be a bullshit ass little, fake ass apology because they want to get back into your good graces because they maybe see you getting ready to work on yourself. You're doing some great things in your life and they want to try to come back around. And you're going to have to use your discernment and your intuition, which we've talked about throughout this reading, and know what the hell is happening. Because your spirit guides are like, absolutely not. Do not let this person and this energy back into your life. Don't do it. Relax. Don't do it. Yeah. What's the challenge? I heard tongue in cheek. This could be somebody who was like really like calculating with their words. If this is if you're resonating with this could be a person who like very like calculating, very just like they just say just the right thing to get under your skin and then make you explode on them, so that you look like the crazy one. It's giving like narc vibes a little bit. Like, I don't know who this person is. It could be a romantic partner from the past. It could also be just like, it could be a family member, a friend that you don't really, fuck with anymore. Like, it could be something along those lines. Let me know in the comments if that makes sense. All right, tell us more. What is the challenge? But yeah, I heard tongue in cheek. Like, just the right comment. Like, just to set you off, knowing that it's not going to be something that's going to piss you off. Ooh. That energy just made me mad. No wonder you guys feel fired up and shit. But you guys are leveling up to this Empress energy. I like it. Now I will say this. You and I were asking what the challenge is. Let's see what the surrounding cards are. Four of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Top, the Star. Somebody who's very healing might have Aquarius in your chart. Also picking up on maybe Taurus. Ooh, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, see, the thing is, again, you're leveling up. And as you're working on your sense of stability, let me just show you so you guys don't think I'm just making this stuff up. This stuff is really here. It's on the bottom. For some of you, it could be a family member. It could even be your own mother. As you're working on yourself, right, you're healing, you're doing, you're remaining hopeful, you're in a good space. People try to come back around. It could be mommy issues for some. I heard the word enmeshment. Maybe for a long time you were trying to please mom. Do everything the way mom tells you to do it. Throat chakra. That could be the case for somebody, not for everybody. That seems very specific. But, you're like, I gotta get up off of mommy's titty and I gotta do things for myself. Okay? So it's like, if it's something along those lines where it's like, okay, well, I'm trying to really just being me. I want to be independent of all this shit. Family who's trying to keep me stuck and bound in a situation that I, don't want to be in, so on and so forth, right? I'm trying to get to that Empress energy. If people are trying to keep me stuck and confined in the circumstances that I don't want to be in anymore, including possibly a mother figure for some. Like I said, I heard the word enmeshment. In psychology, that's like about parent-child relationships where the parent basically tries to control everything that the child is doing, even in adulthood. They make every choice for them. Where they're going to work, what college they're going to go to. Even when they're an adult, they're like, oh, you should do this career, not that one. And then they play those games with the kid that puts them in a position where they feel like if they don't do that, they're disappointing mom, which is fucked up, or dad, whatever the case. They feel like they're a disappointment if they're not doing everything exactly the way that mom or dad says. I'm picking up on mom right now, but it could be dad too. And yeah, we're adults. We can do what we want. So I guess that's why that sense of independence was showing up a little while ago. Now we're seeing that energy a little bit more. So it's like as you're kind of, branching away, they see this and they're like, wait, you're actually you're doing good. They're not going to tell you that. They're not even going to say that they're proud of you, which is fucked up. But they see that you're doing well. And that will be the thing that might try to get them to come back into your good graces and apologize and all that. But thank you. Very foundational. Yeah, see, they they play mind games. They're very manipulative. So this is underneath the Four of Wands. That's about home. Stability, right? We talked about home and stability a little while ago. But we got that Five of Swords right underneath that. Very, very, very manipulative. Yeah, so you're in the process of healing with the Star energy. And they see it. They see that you're doing a good job on your own, being independent and doing your own thing. And even if it's not about, mommy or daddy issues, it could just be, somebody who you were with, romantically, or a friend that said, oh, you can't do anything without me. You'll never be anything without me. And then they see you doing well, and now they're like, oh, it was never about me in the first place, now was it? Fuck you. But how can the collective overcome this challenge? Again, let me know if this is resonating at all, guys. If you haven't let me know already, or hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. We'll greatly appreciate it. Hit the notification bell too, so you know when I'm on and when I do the free readings and stuff. I don't do them often, but when I do, it's well worth it. It's practically like getting, like not just a personal, reading, like just regular, but like people be like, nah, this is like what we call like a full reading for free. Like, so I'm saying. Queen of Cups. The way to overcome this challenge is to, wow, that goes back to what we were talking about earlier, didn't we? Wow, balance your emotions. The Queen of Cups is somebody who has her emotions balanced. She is very giving and nurturing and loving and all of that, but she's also aware of how to expend herself when it comes to the energy that she puts out, especially emotionally. And we had a whole bunch of cards earlier in this reading that were indicating something about the heart chakra. So it's kind of going to that. Some of you guys might have water in your chart. Let me know in the comments if you do. Yeah, because the thing is, if you're constantly, pouring into everyone emotionally, where does it leave you? It just leaves you in a really stuck space. You're going to end up feeling like, damn, I feel abandoned. I feel alone. I feel like I have nothing left. I just heard Whitney Houston, I have nothing. It's like, that's what you start feeling like with this Five of Pentacles here. No, thank you. Nobody wants to be stuck in that energy. That's not fun. Yeah, that Tower. They're like, yeah, don't let your emotions be your downfall. That hurt that you've, been so, loving. Okay, let's put it like this. In order to balance the heart chakra, you can't be extending yourself too much, but you can't be closed off completely either. You have to find that happy balance. That's where discernment comes in. the Queen of Cups is also very discerning. So again, mindfulness when it comes to how you expend your energy. Chariot here in the middle of the deck. Moving on successfully as you close out some chapters with certain individuals or situations, especially things that have kept you feeling out of sorts when it comes to your emotions. Very interesting. Anything going on behind the scenes that the collective needs to know? After we pull from the tarot, we're going to pull from 2 more decks, and then that will be the end of the reading. We're almost there, guys. Thanks for toughing it out. I'm always happy when people say, that's me, that's my story. um, Thank you guys for, letting me know when it does resonate. Because, like, sometimes I'm like, I don't know if I'm resonating with the peoples. You know what I mean? That's my goal. That's my hope. But, sometimes I don't know. So when you guys let me know, that makes me very happy that, I'm doing my job, my part. And that, yeah, like I said, I'm doing my part. um, Yeah, that makes a lot of sense too, Care Bear. It does. Wow. We have the world here on the bottom. Or no, not the bottom. It's what came out. It was at the bottom before. That's why I said that. But yes, the world is here officially. Um, yeah, closing out a cycle. Successful completion. And your guides are letting you know whatever this is, this chapter, it's done. It's over. Yes, and this will allow you to be in that sense of, again, vibrating higher, right? Being happier. You're going to be looking different. You're going to be feeling different. You're going to be talking different. Like, I heard the word cadence. Like, even the way, like, you speak is going to be different. Like, people are just going to be like, damn, who is this person? You're going to be like a new fucking person, and everybody's going to be like, shit. Wow. Yes. Absolutely, Care Bear. 100%. 100%. All right, so we have King of Swords here, which is, that's somebody who, they speak the goddamn truth. Notice the throat chakra. Y'all gonna be like, you're gonna be on your little pedestal, like, at the podium, like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. No, I'm just joking. But no, seriously. You guys are right. You're recognizing, right? That, you see the truth in these circumstances that have been surrounding you. You're like, yo, anything or anyone. Hey, Empress, aka, actually, that is my girl, Queen. We gonna call you Queen, girl. Hey, Queen, miss you, my love. Thank you so much for being here. But yes, this energy, though, of, recognizing that, you deserve to be happy. You deserve to be in a positive space, and they're gonna help make those things happen for you. Hey, China, how are you? Yes, and what has to come with that? Death and rebirth, major transformations. You can't do this by staying in old stagnant ass energy. Let the dust bunnies go. Let those dust bunnies go. Why we need these dusties around? What is a dusty ass job, dusty ass boyfriend or girlfriend or husband or wife, dusty ass friends, dusty ass family. Let those dust bunnies go. That's what I just heard. Why did I just hear Mariah Carey? These chickens is ash and I'm lotion. Baby, come and get it. Let me give you what you need. Cause it's mine. No stress, no fights, I'm leaving it all behind. No tears, no time to cry, I'm just making the most of life. Everybody is living it up. That's y'all. That's y'all. Y'all about to be living it up. Y'all about to be having a good ass time. And that's what y'all earned it. earned it. Based on what we see here, man, y'all earned this shit. So kudos to you guys for doing the damn thing, okay? Like, this is what I love to see in my readings. Like, I hate when it's just always the same shit. Like, this is showing that there's, especially with new people coming in and stuff too, it's showing that you guys are growing. So whether it's the people who already are part of the, collective who've been here for a while, you guys are shifting. The energy is shifting. You know what I mean? um, the new people coming in, you're bringing in that new energy too. It helps reshape the collective, right? And we start to see things happening a little bit differently now because you guys are closing out these cycles, especially now that it's the retrograde, right? So kudos. Kudos to you guys. This is beautiful. Blessings is funny. She says, I'm dusting my room right now. See? Saying, get rid of those dust bunnies. Shit. And then we got my girl, Lati, from Tears and Wheat Tarot Shirt. Sure enough, never know what you're going to get. Check my sister out, okay? That is one of the sisters. She is a part of the Soul Tribe. Love her. Adore her. Check her out, okay, guys? You'll not be disappointed. One of the most talented and gifted, not just a reader, but a channeled messenger that you'll come across. Just like a lot of my peoples that I already shouted out, okay? You will not be disappointed. Check my girl out, okay? That is the fam. All right, guys, let's get a likely outcome, and then we'll get maybe like one like little less, bit of advice or you know a piece of knowledge that they want to end this portion of the reading with. So we got King of Wands. This was one of the first energies that we picked up on, which was about that confidence, right? That understanding that it's time to take charge, baby. As you charging forward with this chariot energy again, they're like, you guys are moving on, but the thing is that confidence is pretty important. That enthusiasm is super important, right? Super important. And yeah, you have to have that confidence to be able to embark on this new journey, whatever that looks like for you. Walking away from certain situations or people, right? You gotta leave certain things behind. It's like we just channeled it in that Mariah Carey song. No stress, no fights, I'm leaving it all behind. Like, that's what you guys are doing. I love that. Any last message from the tarot? And they're going to read from these last two decks, and that'll be the end of the reading. It's like that, y'all. It's like that, y'all. Like that, y'all. That's such a great album, The Emancipation of Meaning. That's what it might feel like for you guys. You feel like this is your emancipation. Alright, so we have Page of Swords. Knight, exactly. Knight of Swords. That's the message I was initially getting. Yeah. Motherfuckers is gonna try to come back around because they see you in this energy with this Ace of Pentacles. Yep, they're gonna try to come around, charging your way because they're watching, and this is the space that they're in. They're in that Five of Pentacles, and they want to try to come back in and be in your good graces because they realize that you're the shining light. You are the guiding light. You are the shining star. And they see that now, and they're recognizing it. And it's like they might be realizing that, damn, now that this person is not in my life, this is kind of showed me that my life is kind of fucked up. This was like my good luck charm. Oh God, if this is love related, oh God, for somebody. I just heard Jagged Edge. I've got so much love for you in these arms. Don't you know that you're my good luck charm? And it's like, yeah, you realizing that now, but too little, too late. You know what I mean? Like, I'm moving on, right? This is what I'm picking up on for somebody. Like I said, it's not love for everybody, but that seemed very specific. There's gonna be at least one person who will resonate with that part. Wow, because it's different things going on for different people. And you're so welcome, Care Bear. That is my goal. That's what I always want to be able to do for you guys. Look at that. Can't make it up even if you wanted to. So I split the deck, right, of the I love this deck, by the way, for those of you who are also readers. If you don't have this deck already, Foretell very, very affordable on, I think it was like not even $20 on Amazon. It's a really good deck. And it looks into so many different areas of life. So, and it always resonates for me. So we have, when we split the deck, divine intervention, which is the whole purpose of this reading. Having the divines, give us that guidance, right? And then it's like it's a lighthouse, they're lighting the way, they're lighting the path up for you. When all seems lost, a higher power steps in. What unfolds now is not your making, but of a higher intelligence that transcends logic and control. Wow. Wow. And self-expression, we talked about that several times throughout this reading, right? You carry within you a message, an idea, or a creation that is not just for you, but for the world. Express yourself boldly and authentically, knowing your gifts are meant to be shared. You can't make this up. If this is not coming full circle after everything we just talked about earlier in this fucking reading, that's crazy. Let's see if we can find it. Or if it's one of those cards that ended up back into the deck. I hate when that happens, because then y'all be, if you came in later, you're gonna be like, nah, she's lying. But no, literally, those of you who were watching since the beginning, this card might be very similar to it though. But there were other ones. Let's read this one. This is one of the first cards out. Blending together all of your talents helps you create an energy signature that holds within it your authentic creative expression. That was, I think, the second card out in the whole reading. How is that for coming full circle? I love when this happens. It makes me so happy. You might be seeing the number 2 a lot, by the way. Let me know. Like 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 11. Consistency, yes, be consistent. Easier said than done, trust me, I know. Greatness isn't created in a single moment. It's built through consistent effort, one day at a time. Keep going, and your future self will thank you. Love that. And it just shows that you guys are meant to do something great. You just have to keep on, keep on pushing. Don't sell yourself short. Don't give up. Again, easier said than done. I resonate with this because I am one of those people where, like, I'll be real, like, into, especially as a fire sign. I'm a Sagittarius, so like I'd be like ready to just go, but I also have a lot of Gemini in my chart, so I get a little wishy-washy. So I like have all that fired up energy, and then I start like, I'll start projects and not finish them and stuff like that. I get in my head and like, ooh, let's try this, and then I have ADHD. That doesn't help. Can you guys tell? So I get in my head a lot. We have unfortunate loss here, and again, not every loss is really truly a loss. Sometimes those losses are just lessons, right? Take the L, take the lesson. That's what I just heard. You have lost something or someone irreplaceable, and the emptiness is unbearable. As you feel the weight of this loss, let it refine you, not define you. You will emerge with deeper wisdom and resilience. Wow. Top of the deck. Spiritual path. Your spiritual aspects are calling out to you for deeper nourishment and attention, reminding yourself that the physical is just one part of your existence. This is a time to seek higher wisdom. Remember, we were talking earlier about, being a little bit more cautious of the fact that we can't do everything by ourselves. And it is important for us to be able to have connection with something outside of ourselves. I think that's super important. So for those of you, if you go to church, or if you just pray, or just have a relationship, like a spiritual relationship with what you consider as a higher power, whatever the case, whatever works for you. Everybody's got a different path, and that's perfectly okay. I welcome everyone here. Some people are more into like nature and things like that. Perfectly okay, whatever works for you. But just knowing that there's something bigger than you. You have it within you, but sometimes it's okay to seek out, outside of yourself to, get that extra guidance. That's why we do stuff like this, right? I go to tarot readers too. I'm a tarot reader who goes to tarot readers. A lot of my close friends here are tarot readers, and I go to them and be like, yo, girl, I need some help. Help me. I need you right now. What do my spirit guides have to say that I'm missing, I also heard therapy. Some of us might need to go to therapy, and that's okay. It helps us get aligned with ourselves, right? Different things that, are meant to help us on our journeys. Everybody's got a different thing going on, so, take the messages as they resonate. But, you know, it's okay. Divine intervention is here again. I do feel that, the Most High will put, the right people in your life that will help guide you when needed. You know what I mean? You'll just sometimes meet a random person on the street who just has a nice message for you. Like, damn, where the hell did that person come from? Or vice versa. Happens to me all the time. I'll get like a channeled message, and I feel like I have to say something to a person, and it feels weird, but I'm like, I'm gonna just do it. And then I say it, and they're like, they'll look at me like I'm crazy, but then they're like, I really need to hear that. Thank you. And they look a little spooked, but it happens often, you know. And one of my clients, I got to check up on her. Because I was doing life coaching for a while. I'm on a hiatus from it for now because I want to make sure that I'm where I need to be able to help people in that capacity again. But yeah, she's a channeler, and she her gift is so, or gifts for that matter, is so strong. And like she's like, I don't know I don't know what I'm doing. Like, how do I do this? And she's done such a great job being able to use her gift in a way that helps other people. I'm so proud of her. So yeah, those of you who might have similar gifts, you might be being called to use them a little bit more. Misunderstanding is here. It says a misunderstanding may feel like a wall, but it's one that can be torn down with patience and honesty. Listen with the intent to understand and release the need to be right. Clarity will emerge from this fog. Maybe somebody misunderstood you. Someone was maybe defensive. Closure. That's what I'm getting. Somebody might become defensive when you try to close that door. That's what I'm picking up on. Confirmation as my phone's going off at the same time. You've outgrown what once was. No matter how much you try, you cannot return to what no longer aligns. Exactly. Find the doors meant for the version of you that you are becoming. And we did see a card that was talking about doors being open. But of course, that card is probably within the deck when that happens. Because then it sounds like I'm lying. Unless you watch it from the beginning. But there was a card that talked about, just not being at the right doors. For those of you who were watching from the beginning, you might remember that. Communication, yes, something about communication. There's a block there. And sometimes people, you're not going to be able to get through to them. And people aren't able to, meet you where you are, meet you halfway. So you could at least be on the same page. It is what it is. And nothing you can really do about that, right? Stagnation ends when conversations begin. Whether it's speaking up or truly listening, an open exchange will bring the breakthrough you need. For some of you, you could work on a relationship with, certain people. But they have to be able to, again, meet you halfway. Other people are just going to always be like a fucking stone wall, and it's just going to be like, you know what, it's just like beating a dead horse, I'm done. And you're going to have to be able to use your discernment on if you really want to, deal with that process. That's what I'm getting. Because you're choosing the high road. You're choosing yourself, your good health, right? Your commitment of wellness is paying off. Keep making choices that support your highest being. Your health is on the rise. Exactly. Let's get one more from here, and then we're going to pull from one more deck, and that'll be the end of the reading. So probably about maybe 5 more minutes. If you guys want to stick around for that. I greatly appreciate you guys for being here. Fruits of labor. Yes, the fruit of your labor coming together. Like the sun ripening the crops, your efforts have matured into tangible success. It is finally time to reap the rewards of all you've so patiently and purposefully cultivated. That's dope as well. Wow. It's all going to be well worth it in the end. You just have to be patient. It's kind of giving like a little bit of 3 of Wands too, like your ship sailing in type of energy. Like it's giving like 7 of Pentacles vibes. And I'm also kind of seeing like the 3 of Wands, which actually did show up in this reading. Master of Destiny. A lot of numbers that we saw earlier kind of coming back out again. Number 3, number 2, It says, you are not at the mercy of fate, but a conscious creator of your destiny. That's deep. You have a little more power than you might give yourself. Stop waiting for a sign. You are the sign. Shit. Damn, that was some powerful motherfuckers. I love that. You're welcome, Queen. Love you, girl. Power struggle is here on the top. Um, Control and influence are being tested. Be mindful of who holds the power, as I jokingly said. I said that earlier in the reading too. Holds the power in the situation. Are you leading with integrity, or are you being led by someone else's agenda? Ooh, damn. And then even like when you look at this, this is a chessboard, right? This is about being able to dictate how you move, right? When I move, you move, just like that. Overcoming these obstacles. The wall before that seems daunting, but sorry, I missed the word. That's why I'm like, that doesn't make sense. The wall before you seems daunting. That's why I need to wear my glasses. But you are stronger than you think. Exactly. Gather your strength, focus your mind, and you will move through it, leaving doubt behind. Overcoming these obstacles and these challenges, right? Wow. This reading was really good. I really enjoyed this. Like, I'm just happy to see like the energy, like, we got security here before I even pull any cards on the bottom. We're talking about a great sense of security, right? Feeling, rooted and grounded. But yes, and then there's a fire there too, right? That fire under your ass is going to be the thing that's going to help you feel a lot more confident and rooted and grounded. Now, granted, excuse me, confidence is more like a solar plexus kind of energy, but I am still picking up on that as well. But nonetheless, I'm just happy to see like how this energy is starting to shift, because like I feel like a lot of the messages have started to become kind of, I don't want to use the word repetitive. We get a little courage here on the top. Yeah, Leo energy, guys, again. But yeah, like when collective messages kind of keep having the same energy, it usually means that there's not enough change happening. But when you start to see the shift, it could mean that there's new people entering into this space, which is pretty awesome. I love that you guys are popping in new folks and stuff. Welcome. I hope you liked what you saw here. And thank you for being here and sticking around. And then also it means that the people who are a part of this soul family already, they're also growing and expanding, which shows that when we do these collective messages, they do help, you know. I'll be honest with you, I used to watch tarot, like, I watch tarot even now, like, but I stick to certain readers. But at one point, oh my God, I was a little bit addicted. I'm not going to hold you. And especially before I started reading for myself. And it was the whole, like, the messages where it's like, oh, this person's going to come back to you and everything's going to be peaches and cream and rainbows and butterflies. They love you so much. That person never came back. So it's like, and then like when you start realizing what the cards mean and they're saying the wrong interpretations of the cards on purpose to keep people coming back, like, that's fucked up. What I do here, I don't do that. So those of you who have stuck around and you're resonating with this, that means that you want to work on yourself. You want to grow. You're not just, trying to stay stuck and stagnant. Do we, have our ebbs and flows where sometimes we kind of, go a little bit backwards from time to time? Absolutely. So sometimes, certain energy will come back in readings, but this reading really is a great indicator of seeing that you guys are on the right path and that you've been doing the work, and your guides are proud of you, and so am I. So again, thank you guys for being here and tapping in and receiving this message, and that's the motherfucking truth. Okay, you guys are doing a great job. So make sure you're giving yourself credit too, right? So let's get like 3 messages to close out, and then that will be the end of the reading. And I'm gonna figure out what I'm making for dinner. Voyage is a part of the journey, my loves. And like you see the whale there and the little baby whale underneath it. The Most High is carrying you through it. You're not alone. not alone. You're not doing this by yourself. Peace be still is what I just heard. Stillness here. Sometimes, you know, in order to see those changes happening, take a back seat. Let them help. You know, they want to. You know, when we feel like we have to do everything on our own, it's a very daunting task. Yeah, and it will make us like kind of lose our focus. This came on reverse. It will make us lose our focus if we feel like we're doing all of it by ourselves, right? So we have to be cautious of that while we work on this. You know, I'm gonna say we, because I agree with and resonate with all of this as we're working on that sense of inner strength. Inner strength. It says inner peace here, but I heard inner strength. It takes strength to be able to find your inner peace is what I'm getting. And also, yeah, look, these cards actually look very similar, don't they? This card. Remember I was talking about communication and camaraderie. Building good, positive relationships with people. Very interesting. Two more, Spirit, before we close out. You know what I want for dinner? But I'm not spending no more fucking money. I want ramen right now. Aww, Queen. Okay, I had to read this out loud. I would like to, my girl Queen said, I would like to take a brief moment to state that you, me, Michelle, and Tears and We Tarot Show, aka Bati, have inspired and taught me so much, and I'm truly grateful. Bliss to both of you. Aw, thank you, Queen. I love you so much, sister. Thank you so much for that. Yay, that's so awesome, Care Bear. That's my goal. I want to make sure that when you guys leave out of these readings, like you leave with not just a sense of clarity, but also a sense of empowerment. Like even when it's like the harder messages to deliver, you know, when I'm crying and shit, looking a hot fucking mess. Y'all been here, y'all seen it, and I'm like, feel like I have to turn the camera off. y'all been there. Look, I've got the power. Look at that. But yeah, like that's the whole purpose of what I do. Like I want you guys to leave out of here and feel a sense of empowerment. That's all I want. You know what I mean? If even one person watches and says, "Wow," at the end of this, I felt empowered. I felt good. I felt a sense of clarity. I was going through a tough time, but at least now I know what is I need to do to get out of, you know, my circumstances, so on and so forth. That's what I do. Like I don't blow smoke on here. That's one thing I don't do. Like I'm not gonna blow smoke up your ass. Like your journey is not gonna be rainbows and fucking butterflies. We're not gonna lie about the spiritual fucking journey on here. We don't do that. Okay. And I appreciate you too, Auntie. I love you, sis. You know, we don't do that on here. You know, we unhear what the goal is, especially when I got my girls here too, who, you know, and my boys too, because we got Damon from Soul of a Man too, you know, who he popped in for a bit. Like that's what we're here for, you know. We are messengers that are here to, you know, really truly help you on your path. We're not just gonna sit there and say, oh yeah, you know, everything's gonna be so beautiful and peaceful, just meditate. Like no. We're gonna be doing shadow work. It's gonna get ugly. We're gonna be talking about childhood wounds and all kind of shit, you know, karmic relationships, all the things, our own toxic shit, aka shadow work, like, and how to integrate all that stuff into being a whole person, you know, stepping into our sense of wholeness and purpose. We do all that here. So if that's what you're looking for when it comes to a reader, you came to the right place. Gateway, opening up that pathway to where you're headed, right? You're gonna thrive. Yep, just remain diligent. Don't give up. Keep going. One more. This was a really fun reading. I enjoyed doing this one. Okay, so we got, I'm only gonna take the ones that split, or flipped, I should say. So we got a few. But I'm gonna, yeah, we got 4. Yeah, these kind of line up with where a lot of this was going. So we're gonna take stillness came out again. Right? Peace, be still, baby. Sometimes, just doing not too much, be chill. Let the Most High guide you. That was the whole purpose of this reading. Maybe taking a time to yourself in solitude might be good. I'm getting hermit vibes. Hi, baby. I'm getting hermit vibes. Spending time with yourself and just, being in your own energy and, understanding what it is that you're meant to do. Security is here again. So a lot of these cards already showed up. And they're just showing up again. Officially on the spread. We also have blessings. These blessings are going to come in. And you're already blessed, right? Be appreciative of what you already have. Understanding, where you are, how far you've come. That's a blessing already, right? So sometimes we get caught up in the moments of, beating ourselves up like, oh, I should be here in my life and I'm not there yet. And it's like, okay, that's fine. But are you where you were a few months ago or a few years ago? Like, you're in a different place, right? You know what I mean? We are constantly growing and shifting, even if it's just very small increments. That's all that matters. So give yourself credit for that, where it's due. Remain flexible. Mm. Wow. Okay, these cards came out like this for a reason. Let's take them. The cards almost didn't want to come apart, but they're like, oh no, we're coming out as one card. Got it. Say less. Openness is here, so being open to change. This is on the top of the deck, and that's how you're going to be able to continue to work towards your success. But be open to change. Change is hard. We saw the number 5 a lot earlier, right? That's why they're saying be flexible too. Opportunities await. Woo! What a reading, guys. That was a good one. I'm saying, I know this reading was kind of long, but if you guys would like to check it out from the beginning, there's a lot to take in and all good stuff. So just saying, all things that are going to be able to help you when it comes to finding a sense of guidance and clarity at this time in this part of the path of your journey. So with all that said, I'm starving now. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to eat for dinner. I don't know. I have some stuff here, but I don't really want any of that. But I also don't want to spend money. Let's juggle. But nonetheless, hey, Katie. Wow. I'm happy that you appreciate this. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. All right, my loves. So I'm probably going to pop in again tomorrow. We'll see what Spirit guides me to do. And you're welcome, sis. I love you guys so very much. And shout out to my admins / soul tribe, my girls who were rocking with me throughout the reading and stuff. Grateful for you. Even if I know like earlier we had my girl Intuitive Interaction. She actually was the first person to pop in. We had Allie come in from the Phoenix Priestess. We had Lati. My girls, they've been showing up and showing out. And the best admin ever, or not admin, it's not admin, no. Moderator, sorry, ever. Blessings. She supports all of us, so it's like, love you, girl, and happy birthday. And happy belated birthday to my girl Lati. I already told you happy birthday, but I'm saying it again. But like I said, I love you guys so very, very much. And check out my girls. I'm just saying, they're so great at what they do. So yes, I'll probably pop it tomorrow. Maybe we'll do like a pick an emoji reading. I haven't done one of those in a few weeks. I'm not sure what the topic will be yet, but we'll see. And if you're new, just hit that like button and subscribe, and then hit the notification bell so that you'll know when I'm on, so that maybe you could be a part of that reading and get, a slightly more personalized message if I decide to do that tomorrow. We'll see what Spirit says, though. All right, guys. So until next time, you guys have a great rest of your night. Take care of yourselves. Keep on doing the damn thing. You guys are fucking awesome. Don't ever forget it, all right? All right, I love you guys. I got kicked out right when I was about to say bye. They were like, okay, bye. It's almost like, like on the award shows when they're like, okay, skedaddle, accept your reward. It kind of gave me that. Thanks, YouTube. kicking me out my own reading. All right, I love you guys. Bye.